Hello everyone. Today we continue to develop our browser online game, and in this video we continue to work with warships. In the last video we printed all warships which we can to create, and today we will add some inputs for it, and we will make request to our server to create ships. So let's go to code. And firstly, we need to change warship component a little bit, because here we have connections to buildings and we don't have buildings here. So we need to refactor it. So firstly, I will go to app.tsx, and here I need to change some parameters like get buildings, like buildings, so production, we don't have here any production because it's a warship. Set q, q. Okay. Get warships, we need to create some functions for it. Get buildings. So I will copy this function. Get warships. ctid, okay. Warships, ctid, then set warships, data warships. Set q, so yeah, I need q here too, but just q. Here I need to duplicate this line, warships, set warships, ict warship, yes, and I need to copy this, city warship, warship ID, city ID, and instead of level we have here qt, I think. Yeah, it's a quantity of warship in the city. So I need to import it here. Okay. After that I need to create function get warships. No, I just did it. Yep. So let's go to warships component and change here some parameters like buildings. So it's warships, set warships, get warships, building production, I don't need it. Okay, here I need in iProps, in interface iProps, I need to change it to just warships, set warships, and get warships. Here warships, city warship, so built-in production, I don't need it here. Okay, so get level, I think that I don't have any levels of warships, so I need to delete it here. And building resources, I need to change it a little bit later. So I think that right now I need to make it static, and delete this, and after that we will change it later. So building production, I don't have any building productions any buildings production. So I think that I can delete it right now. Yes. So get warships, building production, I need to delete it. Run, okay, it's for creating warships. Cancel. I think that by my idea, we don't have any cancel function for, like, we can't cancel producing of warships. So I need to delete it. And in warship, cancel here, and cancel here. I need to delete. And this one, yes. So we need to change this function and delete this function. Yes. Okay, run. It will be, I don't know. Let it be warships. Warships create, for example. Warship ID and city ID. And in response, we need to set warships. Data warships queue, and update city resource here. Okay, and get resources. Here we don't need it. I think we will change a little bit it. We will change it later. So in warship, get warships. I need to refactor it here. Yes. So building production, no, I don't need it. Level, I don't need it. Building, it's warship. I warship. And I need to create this interface. I think that this interface will extend I building without any changes. And no, I need change something. I think that we need some resources for our warship. And I forgot, but we have such interface here. Yes, and we need to add 2 more parameters. It's gold number and population number. So it's resources which we need for creating each warship. So I need to import it. So delete here and here. Warship level, I don't need it. Delete this one. So, and here I think that I don't need golden population anymore, because I have warship, and warship has golden population, which we need to create this warship. So I think that we need to delete here. Delete this. Warships. Yep, I need warships. Or not. Maybe not. Maybe not. So we will see it a little bit later. Okay. So this function, so let it be just false right now, and we need to rename it. Is warship in process. Yep. Is warship disabled. Get production resource, I don't need it. So worship ID, level. So instead of level, I need Qt, I think. Here I need title and description. Get production, okay, I don't need it, and I don't need it here. And in run method, I need to send worship ID and Qt. What is Qt? It will be some input with some value Qt on change. At that function I will set Qt current target value. So something like this. I think it will be type number. So okay, so Qt we need to get it from parent component. So right now we don't have such Qt option, Qt information, so let it be just 100 and later we will change it. We will get it from backend. And I think that we need to add use state Qt, and nothing by default, I think. And here we have Qt too, so I need to change it. I think that here we need to rename this variable to Qt, maybe some current Qt. So it's available ships in the city with concrete type, concrete model of ship. So yep, and this Qt is just number which we write in input and order to create several more warships. So I think that Qt here is okay. Qt here, current Qt. Okay, and current Qt will be here. So, and we need to define interface iprops, current Qt, its number, it can be 0. So we have some problems. What do we need? Gold and population. So we don't need it, because this information we have in worship right now. So this one we need to delete. Yes. Here we need to worship gold, worship population. Worship gold. We don't need to check these parameters because every time, always we have information about worship. So, and I think that we can create more warships even if they are in process. So, worship gold and worship population. That are resources which we need to create warships. So we have problems here. So right now I just use ts ignore, and later we will change it. So here we need to change this block. We need to completely refactor it because now the logic is different. We have ending time for each warship, but we can create several. Our queue can be long. We can have several positions in queue, and for each of them we need print ending time. So I think that we need to change it a little bit later. And which errors we have now? I think that, yeah, everything is fine. So, and of course we need to change our database. We need to change ship. No, I think that we don't need to change our database. I don't know exactly how will be better, but I think that it will be easier if we have every necessary parameters in one table. So something like this. And I think that we don't need ship resources in that case. So maybe we should just delete it and refresh database, and of course it won't work, I think. Yeah, because I have Cedar ship resources. But I don't need it, I need it here. Yeah, something like this. Okay, and here I can delete it and delete this file and migrate my database. Yes, it's done successfully. So if I see my database and check ship dictionary, so I will see what will I see? Ship dictionary. Yes, I have updated table, but without any rows. So, and I don't know why. Yeah, because I deleted ship dictionary Cedar. Okay, let's refresh our database again. Yes, and check again. So yeah, we have 5 ships. So in database we need to change resources. We need to change resource warship dictionary. Yep, something like this. And here I think that we don't need it. And I think that we can check our request. And ship resources doesn't exist. So here in user controller, yep, warship resources, or maybe it was correctly, I don't know. So okay, we will see it lately. So I just need to delete it. And again, yes, I fixed my dictionary. So I have warships, yep, each warship, and it has time, gold, and what else? Population, yep. Okay, so in app TSX I got dictionary, and I need to send it to my warships component. So I don't need resources dictionary anymore. So here dictionary to the 10. Yep, I send warship, and in the worship component I can print gold and workers which we need to create worship. So I think that we don't need this code. Yeah, this because as I said, we can have long queue with many positions. So, and we got something like this. We got inputs and button create. So we need to change it a little bit because now it looks very bad. So let's get as component, style component as input, styled input. So display inline block and width 100%. Yep, it's better, it's much better. And maybe we need some margin bottom 10 pixels. Yeah, something like this. And here we need to disable our button. We need to disable our button if we don't have any Qt, if we didn't input any Qt in our input controller. So here, yeah, I can't press create because I didn't write any numbers. So, and if I have, if I write it, so button is available. And of course, I need to prevent such numbers like minus something. So, and maybe 0. So, okay. Set Qt. So, and of course, we need to prevent, for example, float numbers. Yes. So, I did something like this. Yep. So, I checked some negative numbers, some empty string, and so set Qt for each cases. So, and it works correctly. So, now we need to press a button, press the button create and send a request to our server and ask it to create our warships. So now we will just send a request to our server and we will change backend for it in the next video, I think. Yeah. So now I need to change run function here. Yep, I change types. So here I called function run. So and now I have everything I need, I think. Yep. I have URL. I have some parameters. No, I didn't send Qt number. So I think it's that's all. So I have some problems. Yeah, because why? Yeah, because Qt is not required. But actually it is required. We can't send nothing. It doesn't make sense. So I think that we need to change it here and make it required. Qt. So yeah, I think it's okay. Yes, I will input 1, 2, 3, press create and send request. So I send ctid, Qt and warships, and it looks correctly. Yes, it looks correctly. So after that I need to set Qt to null, I think. Yep. And of course I will need to update resources and something like this. So, but that we will make later. We need, some advices for player. We can print how many ships we can create with resources which we have in the city. So I think that we need to create some function, for example here, or maybe here. Okay, I need to call function which will be called, for example, can produce, or maybe it will be not a function but just a variable, not production but maybe max ships. I don't know. You can create max ships warships, or maybe just without any additional words. So, and max ships, it will be just a variable. We will calculate it every time we update warship component. So this value will be equal. We just need city resources gold divide by warship gold, and we need to round it to minimum. We need to use mass floor here, and I will call it max ships by gold, and max ships by population. And max ships will be minimum value between max ships by gold and max ships by population. So something like this. We will update it, and yes, we can create, for example, 10 ship 1. Yes, it looks correctly. So just 2 ship 2, because we have 200 workers. So to this 0 this one, because yeah, we don't have enough gold and we don't have enough workers for ship 5. Okay, yep, it looks correctly. So, and I think that maybe we need to update number which player try to input. For example, if number more than max ships, so number equal max ships. Yes, I think it will be useful, because yeah, I can press 2 and I can press 3 and I can't it. Yeah, I press 5 and just get 2, because I can't make more than 2. And here I press 5 and 5 again, and I get 10. So yeah, I think it will be useful for players. So yeah, okay. And we need to change this number, but we will do it in the next video. I think that it's enough for today. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel, like it, write some comments if you have something to say. If you saw any problems, any mistakes, so tell me, and we will change it, we will fix it, and together we will make very interesting browser online game. So, thank you for watching, see you in the next video.